A guy is half asleep at a bus stop, yawning, and he taps the name of a coffee shop into his phone. Before he even finishes that yawn, an invisible message leaves his hand, races under an ocean, asks 3 total strangers for directions, proves it is really him, and comes back holding the whole page. That entire trip takes about 200 milliseconds, faster than a single blink of your eye. You do this hundreds of times a day, and you never once see the courier run. Nobody ever shows you what happens in that gap. So let me follow that one tap the whole way there, and the whole way back. We treat the web like teleportation. You type a name, a page shows up, done. But the coffee shop's website is not sitting inside your phone. It is a file living on a machine that might be 8,000 miles away, in another country, on another continent. Your phone has no idea where that machine actually is. It only holds a name, like a person standing in a huge city, shouting the blue coffee shop, with no street and no number to go on. And every step of finding it can break. A wrong turn, a missing directory, a lie about who owns the machine at the end, and you get that spinning wheel and a page that never loads. Now multiply that by the billions of machines online, and your phone has to pick the right needle out of that haystack on the very first try, in a fraction of a second. So how does a bare name with no address ever reach the one right machine out of all of them, and do it before you can blink? Here is the one idea the whole video hangs on. Reaching a website is not a single action. It is a relay race. The baton gets passed between totally separate strangers who each know only their one small job. One stranger turns the name into a location. Another finds the road to that location. Another proves the machine at the end is the real one and not an imposter. Only then does your phone finally ask for the actual page. Nobody in this race ever sees the whole trip. Each runner does a tiny piece and hands the baton off to the next. That is the secret. It only feels instant because every runner is fast, and where they can, they run at the same time. Follow the baton from hand to hand, and the magic disappears. What is left is just a handful of simple, fast steps. First, your phone reads the name you typed and splits it into pieces. It sees the front part, HTTPS, the shop's name, bluecoffee.com, and the exact page you want after that. The HTTPS part quietly picks a specific door on the far machine, door number 443, the secure door that basically every website answers on. Second, the first stranger steps in. Your phone does not know where bluecoffee.com lives, so it asks a directory service called DNS, the phone book of the internet. That question climbs a ladder. It starts at a root directory at the very top, moves to the directory that handles every .com name, then drops down to the shop's own directory, until an answer comes back, a plain string of numbers like 104.18.20. That is the machine's true location, its real address. Third, your phone now holds an address, but still has no road to it. So the message hops outward, from your phone, to your home router, to your internet provider, and then out onto the global map. Giant routers along the way read the address and shout the next best turn, like a chain of traffic cops each pointing that way, until the message lands on the exact right machine, even one across an ocean through a cable lying on the seafloor. No single router knows the full path. Each one just knows the next good step. Fourth, before trusting anyone, your phone and that machine shake hands. They trade a quick 3-step hello. You there? Yes, I am here. Great, let us talk. Now both sides agree they are truly connected, and no words will quietly go missing along the way. Fifth comes the trust check, and this is the part most people never think about. The machine hands over an ID card, a certificate, signed by an authority your phone already trusts from a built-in list. Your phone inspects that signature. If it checks out, both sides lock the conversation with a shared secret key, so nobody sitting in the middle can read it or fake it. With modern TLS 1.3, that entire lock is set up in a single round trip. Sixth, only now, after all of that, your phone finally asks the real question. It sends one short line. Basically, please give me the page for the blue coffee shop, plus a few notes about itself. Seventh, the machine answers with a code, 200, which simply means here you go, followed by the page's raw text. Your phone reads that text, builds the boxes, the colors, and the images, and paints the finished page onto your screen. Let me put a real number on it. Open a page served by Cloudflare, one of the biggest front doors on the internet, and the whole trip, finding the address, opening the road, the handshake, the trust check, and the answer, often finishes in around 200 milliseconds. Your eye blink lasts somewhere between 100 and 400 milliseconds. So there is a genuine chance your request circled part of the planet and came back home before your eyelid even finished closing. And here is the trick that keeps it that fast. That coffee shop's page is usually not dragged all the way from one faraway machine. A copy of it is already stashed on a nearby server, maybe just a few miles from you, part of a network of servers spread across hundreds of cities worldwide. So the courier barely has to leave town. It grabs the nearby copy and sprints straight back, often never crossing the ocean at all. That is why the exact same page can feel twice as fast from a phone in Tokyo as from one halfway across the world, even though every word on it is identical. Reaching a website is a relay, not a teleport. A name becomes an address. The address becomes a road. The machine proves it is real, and only then does your page come home, all in about a fifth of a second. 7 strangers, 1 baton, 1 blink. Subscribe to Tech with Joel, and I will keep turning the invisible machines you use every single day into things you can actually picture. Quick question for the comments. Which runner in this relay surprised you the most? The phone book that finds the address, or the ID check that proves the machine is real? And next time I am going to slow down just one of these steps, the DNS phone book, and show you why one broken directory can quietly take down half the internet at once. Subscribe to Tech with Joel.